Hello, this is Lisa Shea. Instructions are for folding an Origami Empress, or a traditional Japanese doll. Girls would have a whole series of these dolls in different colors, and at the lead of the doll pile would be an emperor and an empress. So this is the Empress design. Start by folding your piece of paper in half with the colored side on the inside. I want to comment that this isn't one of the easier designs, so if you haven't done origami before, you should probably start with one of the other designs and work your way up to this one. Fold the edge in to the center line that you created and give that a crease. And then fold the other edge in to the center line and give that a crease as well. Open these two up and turn your piece of paper over. You're going to fold the top corner down to the two edges of the two crease lines that you created before, and fold it down along the center line of the piece of paper. Now you're going to take the bottom and fold the bottom point up to meet this top point that you've got. Next we're going to do some preliminary folds. So fold one edge down to meet the edge of that fold that you had just created before, and give that a very good crease. Unfold that and then do it the opposite way. Fold the top edge down to meet the edge of that fold line that you've created. What we're doing here is forming the head. This next part is going to look tricky, so I recommend that you watch it a couple times and rewind, and then give it a shot yourself to watch how it works. We're folding the two edges of this triangle up to meet that top line, the top colored line that you see there. And that'll force the triangle in the middle to fold down flat on top of it. So make sure that the edges match along that top line, and then the triangle of the head will just fold down on top of it as it gets drawn down by the paper. So you can take a look at that, and then as you push in those two top lines, you'll see how the rest of it folds down properly. And this forms the head area. Now you're going to fold in a little bit of the edge. This is going to be where the kimono is. It's not an exact amount, so just a little bit, whatever seems to look pretty to you. And after you make a couple of these, you can make them in different lengths to see how the different lengths affect the design. And do the same thing on the other side. Now you've got two guidelines down the side of your paper. There's one of them and there's one on the other side. You want to fold this next fold past that guideline a little bit, but at the same angle. So give it a fold so it's at that same diagonal strip, but a little past where the guideline is. And this starts to make the kimono fold. This isn't an exact measurement, and you can see how that's around her shoulders, and you can slide it in and out until it looks right, however you want it to look around her shoulders, if you want it to be a wide kimono or a narrow kimono. So adjust that a little bit until that looks good to you. So those are the edges there. And now what we're going to do is make the next layer of kimono. So fold her in half so that the bottom of the kimono is just around her shoulders. And you want it to be a little lower than the previous folds, because you want to be able to see the previous folds and then have this be a lower fold. So you can see how the lower folds are visible, and then we're making a second layer of the kimono. So again, this is just how you want it to look. Fold down the top of her head so that she doesn't have a pointy head anymore. And now we're going to fold in the two edges so that she doesn't have pointy edges to her body anymore. So just give them a little bit of a fold inwards. And this will also help her to stand up if you want her to be a standing doll. So you can see how the different layers of the kimono are showing up there. We're going to fold the bottom in just a little bit, again to make a little ledge for her to stand on. Now normally you would have her sit in a book for a couple hours or even overnight to be nice and flat so that she stands up properly, or if you want to use her on a greeting card or something so that she lays down flat properly. It's going to take me a little while here to get her to actually stand for you so that you can see how the standing works. I was trying to squash her down by hand with my fingers, but if you do it in a book for a couple hours, then it works quite nicely. So this is an Origami Empress. Thank you very much for watching. Visit lisashea.com for more ideas for origami, and I hope you have a wonderful day.